Universe. What's good? Not, I mean, I'm good, but I'm not good, you know? I'm a little under the weather. I've been a little under the weather all week. I've been doing... Whoa, Factorio. Why are you looking so, you know, like this? Oh, you know what else I can turn on too? Where are they? I can put the little duders at the bottom. I was having issues running it with my capture card. Let me get those set up too while we're at it. We're gonna do some factory today. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. Probably longer than I intend it to. When I say that, I'm usually like, it's probably gonna be a short stream in my mind, but then I start playing Factorio and it ends up being a long stream. Why is everything in my OBS suddenly off? Never keep it simple. Dude, the Song of Unhealing? The Unsong of Healing? Maybe little dudes aren't gonna work today. I see that they're supposed to be there. Alright, I guess little dudes aren't working today. I'll figure that out. Maybe an update caused it to break. Yeah, they're doing factory. I mean, like everything's kind of breaking, but this seems to be working, so we'll do that. Alright, what are we working on? We have so much real estate. Holy, I forgot how much we did here. Huh? What happened here? I ran out of belts at a pretty prodigal moment of the adventure. And we gotta go fix that, like, now. Actually, is that in Roboport range? Oh my... No, it's one tile off! Actually, we're gonna do a little Gremlin here. I'm gonna tell my bots... Oops, can I not? Oh, I have this in my hand still. Tell my bots to do this. We're going to select a Roboport, have the robots expand themselves out. I'm going to put it right here. This way they should eventually be able to place that other belt and fix this. Not that it's that big of a deal. It's also missing a belt here as well. Glad we randomly checked on our mines. I don't know why we did, but it was a good choice. My music, there we go. Alright, so the arena mine's going fine. I don't see no issues here. Kinda love what I did with that belt. Holy, Ouroboros belt. I guess it's not really Ouroboros belt. I believe I never hooked this into the main part of the oil, which I'd like to do sooner than later. Maybe I'll have bots do that. I don't know if we have these in chests where they can... Oh. Love this music. I'm gonna get a Roboport slammed down so I can see this thing and work a little bit better. Surely the power reaches out to here. And then that'll give us vision to the whole place. Alright. So what were we working on? I believe we just set up Purple Science. We did set up Purple Science. We have no modules anywhere in here. Honest to goodness, quality science is always a solid idea. Surprised at how backed up our science is. It's like I left the game for a while, but I don't think I did. We unlocked effect transmission most recently, which I think I used to fix my... Oh my god, my circuits! I ain't never made circuits this big before. Officer, you gotta understand. I'm actually really proud of this. Although our factory's not being stressed right now, that's why the belts look so good. Our blue science is being fed off of a completely different red circuit set up. And these red circuits specifically are going down to making blue undergrounds very slowly. I'm trying to get caught up on things. I think if we get a requester chest, we can disconnect this all together. Probably on the agenda. Oh, that's going to chew through a lot of circuits. I put on spooky music today, allegedly. That's what the playlist was advertising to me, at least. So we need to set up yellow circuits. That's clearly the next big thing to do. Or yellow circuits. No, yellow science. So what do we need for yellow science? Let's break that down. We'll make that project number 1. We need processing units, which we have. Flying robot frames, which we have to a lesser extent, but we probably have to ramp up. And low density structure, which I believe we don't have at all. We have flying robot frames here. We've got a good chunk of them. Oh, right. I think that's what I was working on, because we need to go back and look at our electrical engine units and our batteries. I think I remember this now. So my issue that I was facing was that I don't think that this is going to be enough to solve what we want. So I think I'm going to make a whole different setup instead. I think because of that as well, we need to go one step further back, which is to say more batteries, which is to say more sulfuric acid, which is to say, where's our sulfuric acid? Oh, interesting. We're not making anything because we're too full on petroleum gas. Therefore, we're not pushing through anything else. We need to spend more petroleum gas. We could also just store a bunch more of it, but it's way smarter to spend more if we can. How's our sulfuric acid doing? That's maxed out. Do we have a storage tank for sulfuric acid? We do, and it's completely full. So we could easily make a crap load of batteries, and that'll help out. So let's start with batteries to start with. In fact, let's go straight to the Factoriopedia. Now let's see what else batteries are used for. Maybe we can plan ahead. Laser turrets, personal battery, personal roboports, supercapacitors. Not going to be something we have to think about. At least I don't think. Accumulators are interesting. We can make some accumulators and store excess power in there, but I don't know if we'll ever have to. If we start solar panel arrays, accumulators are obviously good. So flying robot frames. Steel plate, battery, electronic circuit, electric engine unit. That's the main one we're looking at right now. We need a good chunk of them. So it's 2 batteries for every flying robot frame that have a 20-second creation time. Engine units just need engine units and lubricant, and engine units just need a few materials. So I think we do step by step. I think we make a new thing for engine units. Probably up here if I were to think. Because we have our circuits right here. This area is basically free real estate. Something I would like to do though is to remove all of these small power poles and replace them with a long one. Oh, we don't even really need this anymore. Oh, I mean, that actually probably cuts off the whole base, doesn't it? Oh, does have power. Right, so that was just to that, so we don't need it. That only connected to a radar dish, which we've got this shit around. So that radar dish wouldn't even do anything. We just saved some power. Now we have this area. I'm gonna go ahead and have bots clear out some of the trees here. We have an iron patch here. How much is in it? 1.1 mil is actually not insignificant. We have a 4.7 over there, and we've got 2 pretty sizable patches. Yeah, okay. We're gonna just build over this for space. Bum, 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 bum. I think I'm gonna move the lubricant line down a little bit. Should be pretty easy to accomplish. Oops. Not huge on making it so that it's going to like pass through another fluid like this, but this should be fine. Some pipe management kind of needs to be done now to save some space if nothing else. This also gives us a nice way to tap into these 2 pipes right here if we're going to do our building here, which I think is going to be the play. Alright, let's remove a little bit more of this. I don't want to remove too much forest because dealing with the whatever that gets called, the pollution is nice as well. We haven't had to deal with biters hit our walls at all yet because of how big we made our walls, but it may happen eventually. Particularly if they expand near it, which will be when the walls really kick in. Which is also where we'll see if there are any issues with the walls, which is its own beast. own nightmare. All right, so let's think backwards. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of thinking backwards. Maybe I should open a notepad or something. So we'll start with the flying robot frame. We have processing units done. We'll start with the flying robot frame. So flying robot frame is the steel plate, which is just whatever. We'll put steel plates in it. Batteries, electronic circuits. Hopefully our build can support this circuit-wise. I don't know if it can. But these are slow, so I'm thinking it will. Electrical engine units. So for batteries specifically, electric engine units don't need them. So this is just raw batteries that we can make. The engine units will take us more circuits. Let's start by making just batteries straight up. It's kind of a shame because this isn't going to eat that many batteries. What else could we be spending our petroleum on to make it so that it'd be a little bit more efficient? Plastic and sulfur. Oh, we're going to be using a lot of plastic in the LDES, so that's fine. All right, so let's look at making some batteries. We don't need a crazy amount, but we need some batteries. I can never find the craftsman machines. All right, we have 2 chemical plants anyways. I'll do 4 of them. I think 4 is probably overkill. That's 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So we have chemical plants here. We'll have those make batteries specifically. We'll have them make 4 of them. They need iron and copper plates. I never noticed that iron and copper plates are rotated slightly from each other. That kind of bothers the heck out of me now, as well as sulfuric acid, which we have right here. Which is to say, I'm going to tap into it basically right here. Can I feasibly have the belts work like this? I think I could. This looks fine. We just have an underground one here. There, so now as long as we can feed in a belt of iron and copper plates, which, would you look at that, we have it right here. See, that's the one downside of building here, is this is kind of where I have my main bus going. Which, while a little bit annoying, is not... I mean, it could dissuade me. I think we'll move this a little to the side. Oh. Going to just have them pick up Bikini Bottom and put it somewhere else. Specifically right here, we'll say. It'll take them a little bit to fix it, but that shouldn't be a big deal. We do need to fix these pipes. Perfect. I'll just do the same thing I was doing before. Whoops. Okay, so now these should be good to go. What the heck happened here? Oh, that was different stuff I placed. Factory Co. Indeed. How's it going, T? Okay, so these are no longer being fed because I don't have a pipe down anymore. There we go. So now we need to get our copper and iron. And that'll leave our buses able to just kind of like be free into the night, you know? Happy Halloweener. Happy Halloweener to you as well. How is it going? Q. Ay, 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 the pipes. The pipes, they do be calling. I don't have any iron. Oh, there's a bunch of iron right here. Silly me. Okay, that finally clears my pipes, which I've been stressed about for a bit. So all we need to do now is get some... belt with the stuff we want up here, which should be pretty easy. I think there's a really easy way to do this, but I don't know how to do it exactly how I want to. Oh no, this should be really easy. Boom. The exact flavor of belt you need at the exact time you need it. It's been okay. Work didn't make us work today, so I'm just waiting for my girl to get off so we can do spooky stuff. That's awesome. Hopefully you have fun. Probably head to the gym in a few if I can find the motivation to leave bed. Godspeed. I'm feeling pretty sick today, so just 2 in Factorio. No, you fool. You foolish fool. How could you act so foolishly? Alright, maybe my idea here doesn't work like I want it to. I think I'm gonna just have it output on the other side. Keep it simpler at least. There should be plenty of batteries for what we want. So you're sick. Is it a spooky illness at least? It is a spooky illness. I did get the Black Plague. I'm hoping to pull through, but I've just been eating too many rats outside of the cathedral lately, and I thought it wouldn't catch up with me, but unfortunately our vices always catch up with us. Okay, what do I want to do next? We need flying robot frames. How do we make flying robot frames? Battery, steel plate, electronic circuit, engine units. So we need engine units next. These are like fine, but we need to make engine units. How many engine units we need is the question. It's 1 robot frame to 3 packs, and it takes 21 seconds, so we don't actually have to go too crazy on them, but I'd rather have more than not enough. So look at electronic engine units. 2 circuits, some lubricant, and engine units. Engine units are steel plates, iron gear wheels, and pipes. We need steel plates regardless for our final craft, so we have our steel plates. There. We'll drag those up right now. We need to look for an RA group, Rataholics Anonymous. Oh my gosh. So glad they have support groups for everything nowadays. But also, I don't see it as a problem, so I will be declining your advice. None of your business what I do or don't do with rats by the cathedral during the blue moon. Alright, so we need our steel. We need PPAs. I'm thinking I just make PPAs on site. I think I have PPAs, but I don't think I have a lot of PPAs. Yeah, I only have 2 peeper makers right now, and I think one of these is going into engine units down here. Yeah, so we're gonna make PPAs on site. Which is really easy. I think it's just iron, right? Iron for our PPAs. Would that be classified as substance abuse or animal abuse? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. If I were to give it a genuine guess, I have to imagine no one's happy about it. All possible parties who could be upset about it are not feeling it. The question is, do I use this iron to make my pipes? And I think the answer might be yes. I think it'll be pretty easy to keep up with. I mean, they kind of rip iron, don't they? How many PPAs are going to need is the question. My guess is that this is overkill. Mainly because we craft PPAs so quickly. Alright, we got double belts of PPAs in a pretty okay area. What else do we need for the engine units? Iron gear wheels. Alright, I guess we do need another iron belt. I'd be remiss if I ripped off this one for gear wheels as well. It's going to cause some real problems. Maybe I can do like a little bit of this action though. I should really be looking at ratios. My brain is not in that mindset right now, so I'm thinking 4 is our lucky number. 4 is like death in Japanese anyways, and being that it's Halloween, perhaps it's fitting. How many of these are, and engine units are like really slow, right? 12 seconds, 2 PPAs to 1 gear wheel. What's the ratio in which PPAs? They're 0.5 seconds for PPAs? With iron gear wheels I was looking at. Iron gear wheels are 0.5 seconds per craft. PPAs are 0.5 seconds per craft. So my ratios are going to be real off unless I change it. Which is fine. I think I want to change it though. I'm getting lost in the sauce thinking about it. Alright. These are going to be our PPAs. This might be the most autistic game I've seen since Pokemon. Look, I'm not gonna say you're wrong in that assessment. This is my I'm not feeling good game. This music is spooky, dude. I'm a little spooked out of my goop right now. Holy moly. I ran out of blue belts? Do I not have a request for them? No, I'm just out of logistics range, I see. You fools! I wish I could fit this in my thing with my stuff. Wait, is that like a dead area? It is. I mean, a dead area is not... It's a little bit dramatic, but we should certainly put down one in here. Do you like Halloween? I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say I like Halloween. How about you? Do you like Halloween? Am I like out of blue transport belts? Is that the issue? Oh, not gonna like the answer. I forgot what monstrosity I was doing down here. You know what we're going to do is we're going to retrofit this. We'll have this do as it was doing before. Oh my god, a spooky cat. Holy. Wait, I don't know if I can have this do what I want it to do. Oh, I totally can. So I'm gonna turn this to another gear maker, and I'm gonna just have this feed, so we have double gear makers on this. I'm gonna have less pipes going into these engine units, but it's just a consequence of me being dumb here. Trying to greed out as much as I can from this tiny area. We should double our belts though, which is nice. Every time I hear some of this music, I look over, I'm like, I wonder what this game this is from. And it's like Team Fortress 2, and I'm like, huh? Okay, so now we've got a good ratio of gears and P-Pays. So what else do we need? Steel plates. Easy peasy, those are freelo. In fact, I already sort of dragged them over here. Definitely gonna make this look cleaner, but that's fine. Actually, you know what? That is fine. So with this, we're producing... These make 1.5 per second. So this is 3, this is 6 per second. How many do engines consume? 1 every 5 seconds. We can make Mondo engines. We can make so many engines you have no idea. We can make a dangerous amount of engines. I really don't know how many I want to make. About 6. Doesn't really feel as dangerous as I was hyping it up to be though when I put it like that. Hopefully my numbers are right and this is going to feed just fine. I think it will. Maybe I should be thinking about this design with whatever the heck they're called, beacons in mind too. Oh no, my substation dream. I can put it here. It's a little bit inconvenient though. I'm gonna put it here instead. Which looks way more inconvenient, but it's really like way less inconvenient. You just don't get it. My brain says that this is better, so therefore it is. I hope that explains it. Yes, we're gonna turn these into engine units, and then we turn those into electrical engine units, which is surprisingly the easy part for us here. I like how slow these craft. Honestly, these are so slow that we are going to preemptively scale this up because this is way too slow for what I want. I'm not even going to pretend that that's going to be sufficient. I'm just going to pregame it because I know I'm going to just be very disappointed if not. I think even this might be too slow. But time will tell on that one. We are going to nab from our green circuits. Maybe I should have bussed these. certainly a little awkward to grab them. I like that I have a split off here for red circuits. I wonder what I was doing with those. Perhaps putting them back into this. So where's a good spot to rip some green circuits? I certainly didn't make it easy on myself. I see a viable way to do it. I'm gonna pop out and attempt to be productive. Have a good rest of your stream. I'll probably be back Monday if you are. I should be back Monday. I appreciate you stopping in for a little bit. Have a nice Halloween. Okay, let's see. Happy Halloweenies. Sometimes you're the Halloweener and sometimes you're the Halloweenie, and there's nothing you could do about it. It's just how life goes. This is not ideal. This is not conducive to ripping green circuits. Alright, it should be fine now. Certainly didn't make it easy, though. Okay, so let us bring these over here and upwards. Or we'll do it backwards, which is totally cool. Oh my god, I have like a million circuits on me. Let me make the line backwards so I don't mess it up again. I think I'm gonna just have it adjacent to the batteries. Ooh, good music. Wow, that is a pole that does nothing. That is the opposite of our normal load-bearing poles. This is Kingdom Hearts, right? Am I crazy? Spooks of Halloween Town. Alright, so we need lubricant as well, which we have an excess of lubricant. Actually, we don't have as much as I expected. I really don't know how fast we rip through it. We might not be making enough now. I might need to scale it up. Ooh, we're not really making any because of the petroleum. Interesting. I am so stuck on pipes. I have been trying to get through this area for like 12 seconds. There we go. I'm gonna plug this in. This is like a very band-aid fix. I gotta figure out how to burn more petroleum. But that's not for right now. But we certainly need more heavy oil to make lubricant. Are we burning heavy oil anywhere other than lubricant? No, it only exists for lubricant. Great. Maybe we frack less of the light oil. Looks like the light oil is going up now, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Light oil going up and our petroleum going down is kind of the ideal right now. It's very hard to strike like a perfect balance when doing that. Ba 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 ba. Okay, so what is our ratio for electric engine units? 1 engine unit in 13 seconds. So this is gonna be heckin' slow. So we can make a butt ton of these without really seeing any downsides of it. I think we'll just copy the amount of assembling machines. Well, I do think that this is not going to be as efficient as having like dramatically more. Because of the ratios and timing and stuff. This, actually, no, it's not. It wouldn't even be that bad because it's 12 seconds to craft one of those. I think it's 13 seconds to craft one of these. This ratio should be like almost perfect. I have it backwards in my head. Thought this was RuneScape for a second. Apparently it's Mario Party DS, which is not quite RuneScape. Alright, so we need to get lubricant into here, which is issue number 1. Issue number 2 is that this requires electric circuits. Or electronic circuits, which we have here. But what do we do with the circuits? It would be so... You know what we're going to do, actually? I'm going to be a little cheeky on this one. Whoops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. I'm simply going to have this go upwards instead of downwards. Oh, that makes this one not work though, so we need to move this around really quick. So that we can just plug the green circuits, well, one side of green circuits, straight into this, and then we're good to go. So we do what? Output priority right, filter for green circuits. And I think this will... No, okay, that was the wrong one. That's the wrong number. So output priority left. We also have to move it, but that's fine. Not good with these things. Alright, output priority left, filter, green circuit. And this should... This didn't do what I wanted. Maybe we do this over here. This will put on the right side, this will put on the left side. So if I have it come like this... This should be fine here, right? Output priority left. The issue is we need one extra tile. That's what broke. Okay, okay, okay. So if I do it here, output priority left goes here, then these will all be on one side. No! Forgot to... Alright. Well, it should work now. Alright, there we go. So now those are full. We've got green circuits. Now we just need our lubricant, which we have down here. The issue with lubricant too is we want to be able to pull these engine units out. So we want the lubricant to be accessible a little bit further away, but I think I'm going to do it a lot further away. And we are going to use bots to fix the rest of this, I think. I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. Then I'm going to just repeat that a bunch of times. Oops. Ooh, okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I wasn't sure if that would work or not. There's probably a way to make that work with some input, but it did not work. I'm gonna move this RoboPort like a foot. So now we just get lubricant over there and bada bing, bada boom, easy peasy. And we are now producing engine units and electric engine units, and we may as well just sprinkle a bunch of productivity modules in these, huh? I can't see a reason not to. Are we producing productivity modules anymore? No, but that's fine. So I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna copy this and just paste it all over these so that we just slam productivity modules. It'll just save a bunch of materials. Oh, I'm dumb. That's really awkward, but not the end of the world. All right, so we have our electric engine units. I don't think we need to put them on two sides of the belt, but I very much could to save space if I want to, but I think we're going to continue our build upwards. So, electronic circuits. These craft really slow, so I don't think I gotta go too crazy on them. Electronic circuits, electric engine units, batteries, steel plates. Well, we have our batteries right here. We have our steel plates right here. I think we just rip directly into this. Let's have our batteries go straight up. Honestly, maybe I don't double-side the batteries. I'm having second thoughts on this. I'm kind of curious to see if we can just keep the belts to a minimum. Because we could put batteries onto this line here. Which would be very, 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 very space efficient if we could manage it. Wish there was a better way to put this on the left side. Oh, there is a better way, actually. So now they should be able to go right here. Hopefully this is enough batteries. They are made kind of slowly, but I can't imagine we're going to eat through them too quickly. But we have our batteries, our electric engine units, and we have our circuits and our steel plates right here. I'm going to try to rip them from out here. It might be kind of like dumb to do this though. Output priority left is going to be our circuits. Then our steel plates.
You know, Elmo, I think we could dispatch.
Alright, let me see. Really quickly. This playlist is getting really into, you're gonna get your entire stream muted, so I'll get most of my stream muted instead. So now we can make our flying robot frames. I really don't know how many to set up for these. I'm gonna try 12, but that might be overshooting it. I think it's one of those better to ask for forgiveness than permission type things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh. 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So flying robot frames are really, really slow. It's 24 seconds. So I'm not even going to like go crazy with these belts. I don't think we have to. I'm gonna actually do the output priority this way. Because this way... No, this is just kind of annoying to do. Yeah, that did not solve my problem. Actually, I'm being really dumb. This is really easy to fix. I'm sitting here like, how the heck do I get it to be on the same belt in such a small area? Output priority left. Steel. One more belt. barely goes where we need to go. I feel like I could have done it slightly slower. Or smaller, not slower. I certainly could have done it slower. Don't worry about that much. It can always be done slower. Believe you me. So these probably can't be. They can be productivity modules. Heck yeah. Can I ghost those somehow? Like if I select the map? Cool. May as well put productivity modules on this expensive stuff. Kind of forgot how inserters work for a sec. Alright, let's see how it does. Part of the issue is we didn't have a time to buffer up these engine units, so it might look a little scrunky at first, but it also might just be completely fine. Oh my god, they craft so slow. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking we're fine. Definitely fine on batteries. Honestly, I think on electric engine units too. Engine units are just basically sitting there like I can't do nothing. Although I do see a flaw in our original design. But as long as this one has a buffer, which it should, this should one-to-one craft fast enough so that it has an extra one. How many engine units is it per... Yeah, we should be good. With how slow these craft, we should be totally fine. Either way, we are now producing flying robot frames. Which means we need some LDS and some processing units. I do have a preliminary processing unit build set up. How's our pollution looking, by the way? I realize we don't have pollution on the map. Ooh, those are getting kind of close to the wall. Those must have expanded me, or I forgot about them. So let's work on LDS, which I told myself was easy, and it is easy. It looks like it's copper plates and a bunch of them, steel plates and then plastic bars. We're definitely eating through lubricant. How do we fix that? Heavy oil cracking is not what we want. So our only source of heavy oil... Wait. We're heavy oil cracking. Well, that's certainly part of the problem. I was looking at this and I was like, oh my god, you're literally trapped in here. Let's cut down on at least one of these. Yeah, we're going too heavy on the petroleum, that's what it is. I keep saying that like it's gonna magically solve my problem. We don't want to cut it off altogether, I don't think yet. Where does this come from? It's just from this, which is now like... Alright, we need to make a bunch of plastic. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, we really don't. But we need to make some plastic, regardless. We're going to make a new plastic build. Hoping that helps the lubricant at least a little bit. We are suffering on the lack of heavy oil. Maybe I'll just stop cracking it altogether. I'll cut down. There's no reason to have these right now. These are not doing anything good for us. I'll leave one of them, but this should let the light oil build up a little bit. Because I think we're only using light oil for that. Is light oil used for anything else? Let me see. Pithipedia. It's just consumed in flamethrower turret, rocket fuel, rocket engine valve, and solid fuel. We shouldn't be making solid fuel anymore, right? We're making it petroleum anyways, so it's not a big deal. In that case, I'm not cracking any of this. Putting my foot down. We're done cracking. Yeah, because we use the heavy oil as soon as we get it anyways. There's no reason to crack it. We're not like building up on anything. These are off most of the time anyways. This will fill up though. I don't really have a great solution. I'm hoping that when we make more plastic, that'll be fine. But regardless, let's set up the plastic now. I think what we're going to do is free up our area from trees. Which is to say heck nature, but in a much more delicate way than I normally do. I also don't want to get too far into our bus, though. I don't know why I'm not just doing this. This is way smarter. Although we're kind of approaching our wall, so I don't know if there's much more the bus can do. But we do have this whole western area to build in. What are you guys trying to do? Oh, you're trying to steal my belts? Cool. Real mature. Okay, we're going to grab some of the coal. Bot migration. Beautiful this time of year. It's always when it starts to get cold and the nights get a little bit longer and the days get a little shorter. You don't get to often see them, but these are the blue-beaked Bosnian belt carriers. Their formations are really beautiful. I've been a bot watcher for a few years now. How could you tell? I like this song a lot. It's one of the character songs from Arknights, but it makes me a little bit mad to hear because I missed the character whose song this is, and I still have not been able to get them. So it doesn't make me mad, but it just makes me a little salty. Gacha games are unf. Don't play gacha games. Unless the gacha game sponsors me, then you can play the gacha game. That's the rule. Then you can play the heck out of it. And click my affiliate link. And then we'll all be happy. What are we looking for? I don't really know. Right, we're making the plastic. I lost my train of thought when talking about gacha games. Which is just coal and petroleum gas in a chemical plant. So we need more chemical plants because we don't have any right now. We do have chemical plants. I am so sorry that I lied to you. I told you I wasn't going to do it again. I just really struggle with keeping my story together. A little devastated, I just put those down in the wrong place after being like, how many should I use in my head? And then I was like, I'll use all 7. And then I just put them down not where I want them. Thinking our coal will be fine. I tried to set up the like resource income of this base so that we wouldn't have to worry about it. But as this is like my first time meaningfully playing alone, it's not easy. Factorio with friends is great because other people can just like solve all the weird problems you have, and you've got the, like one truck freak in your group that's like, I totally understand what an arithmetic combinator is, and you're like, that's so cool. Keep up the great work. Proud of you. You have no idea what an arithmetic combinator is, though, because that's for nerds, and you're not some kind of nerd. I don't know what this persona I'm playing it is. You're playing Factorio. You're probably a nerd. No offense. It's just a real tough thing to deny at this stage in the life. So our plastic is looking pretty heckin' good so far. I think we'll put plastic on one of them double belts we've been hearing so much about. Got the space for it anyways. 7 is such a weird number. Alright, let's get an 8th one. It's gonna bother me otherwise. But I do kind of like how that belt looks with 7. Alright, we'll do 7. There's no way it'll be a meaningful problem anyways. This middle one's not gonna work very much. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Alright, so we need some petroleum gas to hook into this here. Let's look at our petroleum lines. Looks like none of it comes anywhere close up here, so I'll just bring it up alongside the area. We need it here. Alright, we'll bring it across the lane first. Don't I have a request for pipes? Bots, get to work. Well, I kind of like taking like a firm tone with my bots. I don't have a request for pipes, by the way. Thought I did, but now I'm just kind of blaming them for not doing what I didn't tell them to do. It's kind of like when you you want to do something, but you don't want to tell the person what you want to do, so they have to guess it. But they just really want to know, but you don't want to tell them because that means that you've lost. I'm making that up. I don't do that kind of stuff. But if I did, that'd be really funny. Genuinely just communicate with people, though. I'm sorry for joking about that. Okay, we'll grab the petroleum. We have nearly liberated it. Oh my god, I just put in a request for these already. I wasn't thinking I was going to be working with pipes for a while. I don't think this is going to be enough pipes either. I think I made too few. Oh, it's actually really close though. Hold on. Maybe do a little normal pipe action here. Alright, so we're making Mondo plastic now. I believe that's for our LDS, right? It's so weird that needs plastic. My brain doesn't say it needs plastic, so it just needs copper plates and steel plates. Well, would you look at that? We've got copper and steel plates right here. So it's 3 LDS, 2 processing units, and 1 flying robot frame. So I'm thinking we put LDS on its own 21-second craft time. Let's put LDS on its own thing, just because we need so much of it compared to these frames. It's gonna stick it right into here, but let's not do that. Somehow I managed to make perfect spacing between those. I didn't mean to. I'm kind of great at this. I'm aware that it's probably a little bit intimidating to see someone at the top of their form. But, play Factorio just like anyone else. No need to be intimidated. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. How many of these do we need? 5 plastic bars, 2 steel plates, 20 copper plates. Obviously, we want our own thing of copper. Second thought, we're going to have this cut across, I think. I think this is going to be the play. Because we should be done with this, like, it should take a while to craft these. This might not even be enough, but we can always extend it upwards. At least for a certain amount of space. Any further up, we're going to start pushing out our defenses. We have a big area to the west to build, which I'm going to focus on for further builds. Maybe I'll just have the bus go in a big circle around the base. That could be a cool design. I should upgrade Planner the entire base with blue belts too. Now that we're like crafting them at a reasonable pace. I actually don't know what pace we're crafting them at. I assume it's reasonable. It'd be really presumptuous for assuming it was actually like a decent pace. Alright, so here's the plan. We are going to do blue inserters on copper and then red ones on the iron to see if that's sufficient. It may not be on its own, but I'm going to trust that it will be. If not, we can fix it later. And that is our LDS done. But now I'm out of belts. Kind of like how our factory looks. It kind of looks like a big unicorn robot facing away with like huge cheeks. I know that probably doesn't make any sense if you don't really see it, but like here's the horn, there's like the mouth, the unicorn's like looking away. This is like its eye right here, and that's its huge dumper. I can draw a picture if you can't see it. Well, let me screenshot this and send it to my roommate. I gotta verify. Can you see my factory's design looking like a somewhat built unicorn, I guess bipedal unicorn, facing away from the viewer, completely caked out of its mind? I'll let you know back on what my roommate says. If we're having cake for dinner or not. Alright, let's get the LDS down here. I said I was going to put it on its own belt, and I do plan to do that. Alright, so we have LDS and we have flying Roboto frames. I think what we're going to do is change up our thing once more and just have these frames go upwards. I'm gonna be real with you and don't think this is weird, please, because it is a little bit weird. I just like inadvertently got a whiff of my hand, and I don't know if I bought new soap recently, but it kind of goes off. But what am I trying to accomplish with this belt? Trying to get them both on the same side? This is not, this does not solve that. That does solve that. I don't know why that was so difficult for my little peanut brain to get. Alright, so these are going to craft very slowly. I don't know if we can productivity module these. We can. May as well then. Go into ghost mode. I wonder how our power's doing. I'd like to also get better modules soon, but that's neither here nor there. Let's check on the power. Oh my god, we're fine. And that's not even considering the fact that we can easily upgrade this factory, or this power setup. Crazy how much this pulls into the base. Still haven't exactly finished the issue I have with like this being functionally infinite. That's okay. I'm thinking once we get Kovarex enrichment, it'll solve itself. Alright, what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Right, we need to finish up Yellow Science. That was the whole goal. Well, good news, like I said before, we have processing units done. They're just done down here. We have them going into a box down here, and we're going to actually pick this up and do exactly what I was doing before. I'll just leave them in a box down here. It shouldn't matter. We're going to have these bad boys come upwards. Heck, you know what I'll do? I'll set down the red box and set it so there's like, I don't know, 300 in there. It's probably fine. Throw down a RoboPort over here so that bots can access it, and then we'll pick up the old one. Heck, I'll even add a good chunk of blue circuits in right off the bat. Whether or not this is going to be enough is like a beast of its own. Oh, you know what? We need to upgrade. You know what I'm going to do? Let's make an upgrade planner now. Oh, I have one. Past me. You do care. All right, we're going to call for... Honestly, this whole thing needs to be upgraded. At least the green circuits do. Because I don't know if this bad boy is going to really run. These ones are running dramatically more than this one. But this one was also blocked off by the end of the belt before. So, I don't know. Yeah, because these bad boys are sitting here just unable to spit them out. So it's definitely a blue belt issue. Once these are all blue belts, it should be fine. Or finer. We'll deal with it more later then. I'm going to take the rest of my blue belts, however, and bring this upward so we can work on making our science. So how much science can we feasibly sustain with what we made? They take 21 seconds to make, which is very, very slow. How many robot frames? Robot frames take 20 seconds. So based on how many robot frames we make, we can kind of base that on that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. We have 10 LDS. Maybe we do ramp up the LDS a little bit. At least to match that. Plus 2 for good measure, just in case. You never know. Dang it, they took all my things and my stuff. I'm struggling to keep up with my bots, they're so efficient. Alright, so that should be fine. So if I make 12, that should be like efficient. And that's going to be a lot of utility science, I feel. I don't know if our blue circuits can keep up. That's really my concern. I don't think we have nearly enough blue circuits to do that. Our copper lines are looking real sad. Oh, look at our iron too. Oh no. The belt's really saturated up until here. It might just be an upgrade plan in the base type thing. It's one poor machine. How many have you made so far? 2,000 of them, and I've used all of them, plus extra. What's the research like? Is it space science to be able to get the better boxes? It is. Maybe we set up that soon. Because setting up a requester chest and just like making a bunch of dedicated things to feed this in this small area would be quite nice. Or we could just put it somewhere else too, but it's very easy here. The belt has an extremely high demand because I just basically ate like a crap load of blue circuits suddenly, but it's going to be eating a crap load of blue circuits like all the time. So it's not like off the hook. It's not like, okay, we're probably fine, because we're probably not fine is the solution. I'll do 8 of them. I feel like 8's a respectable amount. We'll do 10. 10 might be pushing it a little bit, but I still think it's respectable. So we are going to do yellow science with productivity modules. We can also do quality. I think we'll wait until we get rare though. Or no, we have rare. I guess until we get epic, I don't know. It's tough. I feel like someone once told me that using productivity modules is better than using, or no, quality modules are better than productivity, but I don't really remember. Let me see if my roommate replied actually. Hold on, it's important. I'm not a good artist, but is this it? Oh my god, yes. Thank you. That's perfect. Look, can I use that on stream? This is not exactly what I had personified, but it's pretty close. Thanks. Alright, cool. I got a sure. I didn't want to use it without permission. Hold on. Look, it's like perfect. You can you can see it. It's like ultra caked. It's got the cheeks there and everything. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I made it too big. I really like this. Look, I'll put the factory side by side. Oh, I really like that. Roommate, thank you so much. I don't know if you'll see this in the VOD or if you're listening right now, but I really like that. Thanks for caking out my factory. That is so beautiful. It's honestly more beautiful than Carapac, Soy Jack. Alrighty. So we are going to have our yellow science output downwards. Freestone? I appreciate the sippy redeem. I'm almost out of water. I'll drink to that. Make sure you're staying hydrated as well. Should I move this up slightly so that it matches up with the belts? Like, I know the answer is yes, but I wish it wasn't, you know? It's tough. It's been tough. The factory is not too bad. How are you doing today? I'm almost done setting up my yellow science after 25 hours. I should get the mod that shows the playtime for the thing so it'll be on stream. That'd be a good idea. I'll make a note of that. Mod that shows playtime. Wait, T, did you see what I put on the stream a little bit ago? The caked up factory? Because if not, it might be life changing for you. And if you did see it, then how's it feel to be living in a better life than you were before? I didn't. All right, check it out. Ready? So, I looked at my factory before and I was like, it really looks like kind of like a caked up unicorn type thing, right? Can you see it? So I was like, I gotta go message my roommate, see if my roommate can see it. And my roommate sent back a picture, which I asked for permission to use on stream. And here it is. Do you see it? It's like, it's caked out of its mind. It's like inappropriately caked. Like, I feel like I should almost have like a not safe for work warning on my stream when building this factory. It's really funny. Hey, maybe it's not that funny, but it really makes me laugh. Holy moly. I am sick. Huh? You love it. Clearly you love it. Sometimes you got a caked up factory and your factory needs to know when to flaunt it. And I think that's an important skill to have in life, is to know when you've got it and when you don't, you know? And this factory has it. Whoops. Okay, so that's yellow science done. So now we need to get yellow science all the way down there, which is a little bit annoying now that I realize how far away I made yellow science, but it was really convenient making it up here. Holy cow. Looks like the belts did help, kind of, but we still can't, like... We're just not making it fast enough? Oh, the belts aren't totally fixed yet, that's why. I hope that's not too taxed. It does seem like it's, like, straight up skrunked, but I hope it's not going to be too bad. We made a really big demand for blue belts for a while. Alright, let's see. So, we need to bring this down. I only have undergrounds, but it feels like kind of a waste to use them for that. It's a shame that I can't just have bots do it. So right now this is coming out on the far side of the belt, which, I mean, of course makes sense, but I think what we'll do is just try to slam it into the purple belt really early on. I think I'm gonna do all my building just from ghost mode because we need a crazy amount of ghosts. Output priority left. We'll have this be our yellow science. We're gonna have so much of the science sitting on belts if we buffer. We probably don't even need a buffer just because how far away we made it. This should make it so that this ends up on this side of the belt, which is not what we want. What side of the belt do we want on? We want it on the right side of the arrow, right? So these are going to be dropping on the right side of the arrow. These are already where they need to be. Perfect. Wonderful. Maybe I should make this with red belts, but I don't even think I have that many red belts laying around. Do we have red belts inside of boxes still? Maybe I could do that as like a Band-Aid fix. No, it looks like they're just going straight into the express belt. Which is fine, I guess. I have to. Definitely need to scale that up. Okay. I'm gonna just suck it up. Stupid nose is killing me today. I felt really sick this morning. Wonder if there's any way I could productivity modules the blue things? Hold the phone. Just wait 1 minute. I knew not the power that was entrusted to me. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. That'll slow them down a little bit too and give us more blue circuits for how expensive they are. Alright, we're making our first yellow science. I almost said yellow circuits again. Hopefully this is enough to maintain it. If not, we can scale it back. But the most important thing right now is getting these belts out. I think I'll manually make it backwards from the start. I don't think there's any more demand. Okay, there's 5 inserters that are missing. Is it because they haven't crafted them? Yeah, I'd have some if we crafted them, so that makes sense. So how are you doing today, T? Are you busy with stuff, up to much? Anything fun? I have a crazy amount of red belts. I think I'm gonna just use those for the science. I didn't realize how much I had. Should save some resources doing that. No, I was hoping to avoid the trees. Nature must be purged. I made the belts backwards, but thankfully it's easy enough to fix this time. It doesn't feel intuitive to make belts this direction, okay? It's like... it feels wrong. You're supposed to make belts going forward, not back. Fantastic use of these red belts. Alright. We released them into the world. Looks like these are not all running. Because we're missing a few blue-handed inserters. Are we no longer crafting them? Did something... I must have cut them off from the base or something. There's no way we ran out. Either way, we now have our first influx of yellow science. Did go home slightly early, but every time I do that, my boss sends calling me out something, so I was on the phone with him. Oh, that's funny. Well, it's unfortunate, I guess. It's funny that it keeps happening, though. Hopefully everything is okay though. Where are my blue inserters? They are here and they're not currently functioning because I have ruined their design and they physically can't work anymore. Don't know how that happened. But now they work. Interesting that I seem to take priority over finishing the build of the maze. I wouldn't have assumed that was the case. Either way, welcome home. Hopefully you had a good week and hopefully your weekend will be even better. Gonna have my bots fix this. There we go. How is the factory holding up? It looks like the flying robot frames and the LDS are doing just fine. Actually, it'll be a little tough to tell because this is just getting into it, but I think this is fine because we even have this belt double loaded. I think the blue circuits are fine too. The green circuits though, oof, I thought I made so many of them, but it never feels like enough. Our iron! What happened to our iron? Look at it! Do we need another furnace stack? I think we need another furnace stack. Holy moly. This might be like somewhat rectified by this. This should help it. I don't know if it'll fully help it or not. But we'll replace the red belt of the iron line specifically. Well, that is a lot of belts. That is a not insignificant demand. But fortunately, this is one of those things that'll just kind of solve itself over time. To be determined if that actually helps anything or not. Definitely need to get a better producer of blue belts, but at the same time, it'll eventually kind of fix itself. Oh my god, look at how sad our blue belt line is, though. Or our iron belt. Missing like a single belt here will make it completely a moot point. Oh, that upgrades them to green. We gotta be careful about that. I didn't realize it would do that. I'm surprised. I don't have it, like, listing that green should be an upgrade option. Did I do that anywhere else accidentally? I did. Wonder if there's a way to rectify that. I'll just manually fix it here, though. Shouldn't be too many instances of it. I also need more productivity modules in literally all of these, so let's call for that as well. Did I copy it wrong? I don't know what the heck I just did wrong there. My brain said everything was right, but it clearly was not. I'll just manually do it, I guess. Maybe I grabbed the wrong row and didn't realize it. It's my best guess. Or maybe grabbed the wrong one to copy initially. What's going on here? Ah, this is the steel build. Okay, I was like, why is there just so much iron sitting here for free? I think I'm gonna remove that. Disconnect it from the steel build. I'm sure that it needed it at one point though. It's probably not a good idea to do that. Oh, I'm not using the upgrade planner I made, that's why. I was just using the generic one. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, we need about 300. It's just gonna take a while to get, but we'll get there. Because there's plenty of things here that are just kind of sitting here not doing anything. I'm gonna set up one more thing, or I guess two more things. One of which is an output priority left splitter here. So we can tap into a little bit more of the steel line if it's not necessary. Oh, the iron's still so sad looking up here. I was hoping it would get better. I knew it wouldn't. It couldn't possibly. I feel like our blue circuit demand is not meeting the science demand right now, which is not that crazy to expect because we're not like keeping up. Like only like a handful of these are actually running. There's a few more things we missed here for the upgrade planner. I should use my own special one. Because this is how it gets back into the system, I guess. So this is another choke point. Wow, there's got to be a smarter way to do this. Having a single half belt is not it, Chief. I see the flaw of my design. It doesn't help that we have an iron shortage, but I definitely should have put green circuits on their own belt. What's the ratio for these on plastic? Did I do this like... Oh no, they do have a perfect ratio actually, so that's not so bad. I clearly thought ahead. We're definitely eating a lot more iron than before, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. But holy cow, we need so many of these. There's a green belt somewhere. Oh no. That'll resolve itself eventually. But before then, it's going to frustrate the heck out of me. I don't know where it is. Either way, we can start doing yellow research. Let's look at something more fun instead of stressing. Our belly is actually like very saturated so far with yellow. Something else that we need to do is put productivity modules into these like stat as well. That's probably like the #1 priority for him. I'm not going to do science until we put productivity module in this, because I thought these had productivities. They may have before I moved them. I would like to get those back. Did our productivity modules turn off? Is that what happened here? That's what happened. I heckin' had a feeling this really rudimentary design would break eventually. All it took was one rare one. I guess I could scale this up a lot more. Ah, nuts. That would have been so nice to notice sooner. Oh well. I could retrofit some of these into... I mean, I could just make another one, really. Wait, that doesn't work. I can have the belt go around it. It'll be fine. Okay, good enough. Okay, these are getting their modules, I think. Yeah, they are. Cool. Once you get their modules, we'll pick something. This is a banger song. You're absolutely correct. There's going to be in Arknights, there's going to be a base that comes out. It should be in a few months. I don't know how far away it is, but it has this song playing when you use it, and I'm really excited for it. So we've set up all of the science we can on Novice. We need to set up our space science next, but the basic colors are done. Our research actually has us seeing agricultural science right here too, which is pretty cool. You can actually see the other planets. Not exactly a short endeavor. Our factory is loaded up on science packs as well. Wow, I could have made this so much better with substations. Honestly, I still can. I say so much better, but I just mean it looks cooler. Would be even cooler if they were lined up, huh? That's good enough. That's a substation there too, I didn't even realize. Why do we have an extra substation? It's not important. What's important is we can make science. I wish I could give these priority. I guess if I make a request for like 5 of those, where the heck are the modules? They're there. If I make a request for 5, the bot should bring them to me instead, then my bot should put them out. Also another banger, so true. You know, it's funny. I was gonna put this on the playlist, or I wasn't gonna put it on the playlist because I figured it was gonna be copyrighted. I ran it through a thing that said it's not copyrighted. I guess the stream will show. If this is muted and you can't hear this in the VOD, then there you go. I really don't want to start science until we have these set up. There's no reason to. But I also can't look at science without pausing the game. Wait, why were you bringing to me and then left? Oh, am I slightly out of Roboport range? I am. I keep stepping out of Roboport range. I was like, why aren't we getting any? It says we should be getting them. Let's place another Roboport. There we go. You bringing me green belts? Or blue belts? I'm surprised. I guess because I'm in an area and you couldn't bring them to me before. There we go. See, now the bots are starting to fill these up. I'm gonna stand here like a good little pylon. Powering all my little plasma turrets. I should just handcraft a few of these. What am I doing? I don't know why I didn't do this to start. I have so many of these materials on me. Like I said, I'm sick today. gonna turn off my request, so hopefully they put them in these machines. The iron looks a little bit better. No, it doesn't. Too many road bumps still. Oh my god, our demand for blue circuits is way too high for the science to keep up with. That was my fear, but there's not much I can do to rectify it right now. With the issue with iron, there's just not a fix. The issue, I think, is stemming from the fact that I have a huge demand for belts for upgrading, which is making this even worse. Even the copper is struggling too, though. Dang. Cool. Passion enjoys this one from you. From patch 7.4 onward, you'll be able to equip any glamours regardless of your class to drop. Mix and match your favorite outfits and slay on the battlefield. What does that mean? I'm guessing that if something says it is a black mage robe, you can wear it as a warrior. Does that mean I could have my white mage using a two-handed sword? Assuming that's for Final Fantasy XIV. I got Qs, but they're too scared to give me any As. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I see. Whoops. We're really putting a demand on our factory. I like that. Class restriction for armor is gone. Okay. But weapons probably aren't. Seems good though. I have no complaints here. I don't want to listen to that, actually. We go back? Thank you. Nope, too far in. I should have set up a bigger playlist. I wasn't really prepared for it today. Looks like we're just 2 more to go for these, and then we are good to go to start some science. Not 3 more. My inventory is such a mess. Alright, there's 1 more that I can see, so once this crafts, we'll start science. Seeing that big yellow snake going through our base stresses me out, though it is caked out of its mind, and I'm never going to unsee that. Weapons and tools without transfer. Makes sense. Hey, what do we want with our fancy schmancy yellow science? Fission reactor would be cool. Kind of an expensive first one. Lab research speed is kind of the logical one though, huh? And it's our last one we can get. Maybe we may as well go for that one first. And then what? Can upgrade a person. Oh, worker robot speed. That's a good one. We're gonna need military force at some point. May as well go all the way through with the capacity bonus. This is gonna be one of the slower ones to do, as this one takes 500. These need more inserters. I hadn't watched them close before to see what issues they might have, because I think this is a relatively new design that I had done. These certainly need more inserters. Why do I have red-handed ones here? I guess I must have copy-pasted. Once we get capacity bonus 7, is it? Yeah, once we get 7, this should probably fix itself. But our science isn't completely efficient right now. Takes too long to load it. But I believe that capacity bonus 7 gives them one more. It does. Then it'll grab 2 of each science at a time, so it should be easy peasy. Not too bad, though. I don't think we produce 80 SPM, but if we have a buffer of it, we can certainly keep up. We have 4 little red science makers that are doing their best, though. Love them. I can't fit another crafter in here, can I? I'm surprised these aren't on my board. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like you can. However, yay, we have yellow science, which means we should probably start working on... what the heck is it called? Space science, which also involves making a spaceship. I should also... Honestly, I could probably just do speed modules on these. I was like, why can't I put inserters into these? Oh, because they're just assembling machine ones. This is some pure stuff right here. This is like the OG base design. May as well just speed module this area because I don't really want to change it up too much right now. Actually, we could probably beacon it instead for more efficiency, right? Shame that a beacon can't fit there very easily. Could fit one here though, so I'll do that. Speed. Do I have any speed modules on me? I don't. Thinking I did for some reason. Yeah, we'll call for speeds there. And that should help everything speed up a lot. It really only hits the science too. Apparently the T1 AL series today was already a banger. That's good. I meant to watch, there was some like Valorant pro scene thing going on. I meant to watch it, I never got around to it. Oh man, imagine if we could push 100 SPM. I'm gonna go flex this in the group chat. Hold on, I gotta get a good screenshot. Fellas, I don't mean to brag, but I might be the best engineer in history. Hit him with the 81 SPM. I'm sure literally all of them have done like 100 times that with no issue. Once this is done, we'll queue up the inserter capacity bonus, because I think that'll help basically everything. Our demand for 200 and whatever is now down to 71, which is cool. So while I've been doing that, the blue belts have been slowly going through. Lab research through speed 3. So we'll grab inserter capacity bonus all the way up. Just send it. Thinking our copper is also going to need to be upgraded, unfortunately. It's with a heavy heart. I announced that the copper is messed up. Hey, did Final Fantasy XIV ever release that cool, like, space thing? Which may or may not be cool, where you can have, like, your own space islands and stuff. Why do I have a bulk inserter and copper plates? No clue. Yeah, it's out. Oh, that's cool. Glad it wasn't just a fever dream. Honestly, this might just fix the copper belt like on its own. It's a healthy looking belt. Honestly, we're probably still gated pretty hard by this line of belts here. I'm coping a little bit. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much easier the copper belt was to replace than the iron belt. Honestly, I think it was a pretty good improvement for the copper. Being that these are starting to get things, that's at least an improvement. Still should replace the original belts as well. I should just do it on the entire base and wait for it to fix. My SPM went down, but we cannot let the group chat know that. It's like super paramount. Why did it go down? Oh, it's just because this requires less, I guess. Or it takes longer. See, that's the good stuff. Look at how fast our bots are now. That's actually such a crazy improvement. What? I'm quite surprised. The science is not struggling to keep up as I anticipated it would. The LDS, I mean, this is really the thing that's going to cause us trouble, is this thing. LDS is also struggling because the copper. No, I guess it's doing fine. I thought LDS was more backed up than this. These robot frames are heckin' straight chillin' though. Yeah, we need more LDS. More the LDS is fine. I'm surprised at how consistently these are still running with the trickling of blue circuits we're doing. Wait, what? We're now stuck on advanced circuits. I was like, why is this working? Every time, it's really funny. It just balances itself out. One side will stop working and the other side will start. It kind of makes sense as they're all pulling from the same stuff, but I should have been a little bit more careful with my design, which was very human when I made it, but is now way less human. Now copper is the issue again, because the demand on green is so high. I could make fresh copper circuits somewhere else, or copper wires. Maybe it's because this belt was so scrunked for a while, now the belt's catching up and it's going to be fine. Honestly, look at how clean that belt looks now. That was probably what it was. It'll probably be fine in a little bit. These are just basically backlogging. This is such a banger. I'm gonna just leave the copper like this for now because it seems to be working. I'm guessing because we have a bunch of belts coalescing into one that it functions as if they were all fine. Appreciate the Sippy redeem. You stay hydrated as well. The way to God. Sorry, your name always gets me. It's so cool. Oh, did we find it? There it is. My shame. There we go. Yeah, okay. It's see, look, nature is healing. The obscene amount of copper wires are coming through, which means we're getting red circuits again. Oh, you know, we probably had an incredible demand for these. I forgot that I had done this, which created a large demand for red circuits. But it was important for the moment, you know? I still feel like our low density structure isn't good enough. This is so sad. Our SPM is really going to suffer from this when we run out of science permanently. What do we do to fix it? The issue is that our copper is already like kind of like oopies. It's being strained. I should set up another furnace stack for... I mean, but look at the copper looks fine. Maybe we just need to have it on several separate belts going throughout the base. I can't imagine that would hurt. Maybe a 2-lane bus instead of a 1-lane bus is the solution. If we're being limited by how many can fit on a belt, which I'm guessing is our issue right now. Sorry, my nose is real messed up today. Boop, boop, boop. Portable fission reactors should be really easy to make, I think. I don't know exactly how it functions. Initially, I thought you'd have to run it with, like, whatever the heck it's called. Oh my god, alright. Sorry, I just realized that I'm literally making 0 blue circuits because of this specific decision I made right here. And it's really, like, sitting with me. I thought portable fission reactors had to be fed with, uranium, but they don't. Man, these red circuits are like the powerhouse the cell are in. It'll take a bit, but everything should regulate. Now that I fixed the copper, but it's gonna take a while. This is the heart right here. The green to an extent, but these red ones are doing their best. Maybe I should add more, but we're already struggling a little bit on the copper, so I don't think I could feasibly do it. I could probably make 2 more of them, but that might be tough. Guess I'll turn off the output priority of this so we can start making some blue circuits. What is this feeding into? Ah, okay, this is for my purple science, which suddenly had a big demand for it. You really don't think how red circuits are needed for literally everything until you start using red circuits, and they're used for literally everything. Which means that blue circuits, or green circuits, are used for literally everything as well. Because that's how it works. Regardless, we're pushing 95 SPM on this. I want to break 100, but I don't think it could happen. Right, now we're doing the inserter capacity bonuses. These are like... If we switch to using bulk inserters... Wow, I ran right past the signs without thinking. If we switch using bulk inserters, it'll be a lot more useful early on, but the final one I think is going to be huge for us. Oh my god, look at our factory's demand now. Holy. We might have to improve our power soon. I can't believe it. I was just pogging how like we pushed it to 91 at one point. Well shoot, I guess that'll be my next project. Oh no. Oops. What the... Alright. I made a furnace stack directly where I wanted to make this. Which is to say 07. I'm gonna have to move all these over to the right a little bit. What'll happen to my factory if I move the fission reactors? Will it turn off for a while? I could also move the furnace stack. Maybe that'll be easier. This feels way more complex than moving this, though. But then again, this is going to have to ramp up and get heat. But this is going to be like a lot. No, this is going to be much easier to move. Although it's going to be really annoying. I'm going to nip this in the bud. So that these will eventually dry out. And it'll be easier to move, I guess? Actually, yeah, this is the better way to do that. These will turn off eventually, and when these turn off, we can move it way easier than having our bots pick up all this stuff and figure out what the spaghetti is going on here. I'm gonna just take the whole thing like Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else. How's our science holding up? Oh, interesting. We found our first issue. It's blue science. Blue is the big loser today. Where is our blue science and how can we fix the problem? Is it because of the circuit issue? I'm thinking it was because of the red circuits initially. But now it's just slow. Can I fit a beacon in here? I really wish I made all these with beacons in mind. I think my next playthrough I'll be more careful about that. These are going to be real tough to fit beacons in. This is a spot where, nope, it can't even fit there because of that. Honestly, you could just kind of make blue science where you make yellow science. They need like the same stuff basically. At least very similar stuff. What to do, what to do, what to do. Is it more efficient to remove one of them and put down a beacon? Probably not. I mean, maybe if you put a lot of beacons on one machine, it'll be more efficient. I don't know, let's experiment. I can't imagine this is more efficient. But I am curious to try. It might become more efficient at one point when you have better modules. I'll keep this one as a control. I want to see how much each of them have. I should be able to do the math pretty easy, but I just think it'll be easier to see it in real time. Alright, so this one makes 0.11. This makes 0.6. This makes 0.1. Wow, that makes such a minuscule second or difference because that they produce so few to start with. Like one of them is great, two of them doesn't really stack. So I think it's more efficient for us if we put beacons like this. I think this is better than our original setup. Because now these are all making 0.1 per second. So we're making basically 0.4 a second. Pretty much on the nose with these. Beforehand, we were doing 6 of them 0.4 a second, I think it was. Which means what I'm doing now is worse? This is 0.5 a second. Send me making no, this is an improvement. This is an improvement. Making 0.4 a second now. This is making 0.05 a second. And therefore, 6 of those will be making 0.3, and these are currently making 0.4. So weird. This design, which is the exact same footprint, now makes about 25% more. Cool. I wouldn't have expected that. Beacons are neat. Maybe there's some more caveat to it, but I think that that's just correct. We definitely need to improve the blue signs, though. That's what we're heckin' choked on. Is there any way we could do that? What are these engine units for? These are for our flying robot frames for when we were feeding our base, but we haven't done that in a while. Does that math work? I don't know if... Well, I mean, what part of the math? Let me take a step back, because what I said is logical. Whether or not it works in practice or not is a whole different beast. Because they were making 0.05, so therefore 6 of them was making 0.3. 4 of them with beacons are making 0.4 because they're making twice as much as they were before. Where that guy are they? I just lost track of them. Right there. Can I get rid of one of these red circuit makers? Where do you spit out? You spit out up there. I'm gonna get rid of you. It's the same speed as having one more crafter there. Each of the two on the side get 50% more, which is only 100%, which is the same. These both get 50% more craft speed. So each one of these are equal to 1.5. So this is 3, this is 6. Maybe you're right. No, wait. So this is 1.125. How is my math breaking if that's the case? I feel like I'm getting lost in the sauce. Oh, you know what my issue was? I didn't put things into it. I was thinking because the distribution... Well, the distribution, it makes the beacon makes the things better, right? That's the whole thing. So it kind of makes sense. Now if I put productivity modules in here. This makes 0.675. It says 0.1. Maybe it is the same. Maybe it's perfectly identical but takes more power. It felt better mentally, though. What would be nice is if we could fit beacons into the build, though. Is there any way at all I could fit beacons into this? If we had better modules, that would certainly be better. I guess if I use higher quality ones, it'd be better. Yeah, I was looking at the one that wasn't with productivity modules. So what happens if I just do speed modules all the way down? You make more per second if you're just speed moduled. So I should do that at least. That's a stark improvement on what we have already. What am I doing? Getting so lost in the sauce. Should really just rip this up and make it somewhere else. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'm gonna do that. I feel like a much better idea. How the heck did this get green circuits before? Did this ever work? What is this machine? I mean, I can figure out a way to give it circuits. I just don't know how it got them before. This is like the real, this is the trenches. The somebody touching my spaghetti trenches. Alright, let's just make them over here instead. That's the new plan. Because clearly we produce plenty of stuff to like sustain it, but we don't produce enough of the actual science. I'm gonna just rip this up now. Whoops. Maybe I should get belt immunity equipment. I kind of like riding on belts though. Alright, so this belt here is the off-ramp. Oh no, my inventory's full. Okay, great. There's certainly better things I could remove from my inventory than those specifically, but that's fine. And now our red circuit demand broke again. Didn't break? Why do our red circuits keep fluctuating so hard? What's causing the fluctuation? Genuinely, like, actually confused about it. Mentally, I would expect these to just be, like, kind of normalized, you know? Ooh, an odd number of blue belts. Oh, actually, that's probably not that crazy. Conceptually, I could believe that. A bot probably just replaced one while I was holding one. How can I fit beacons? I could fit them in this belt here, so I will do that. But I'm also like eating a bunch of science packs, so I'll have to go drop those off later. There's 164 on me. Yeah, we've got a good chunk of science on us. Huge real benefits, you get them in the production line, use the undergrounds around it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do you train stuff in? Do I train stuff in? Yes, I train stuff in. You think I'm some kind of amateur? No, but it's my first time, like, really doing trains. In case that wasn't evident by me being, like, unnecessarily snarky. That's a good point. I didn't consider that. Wow, that is such an unfortunate chest to be right here. Oh. Fellas, I don't want the stuff in that chest. Put it in the chest next to it. Alright, well, whatever. Really though, I don't want the garbage in that chest. I can't properly express how little I wanted the garbage in that chest. Ooh, look at him go. They're like worms. Did they... Oh no, they moved it. Okay, I was like, did they fail at emptying out the chest? Nah, that's the other one that I put down. Whoops. That Roboport is a load-bearing Roboport. Why did I not make this build like one higher? I hate. Alright, I know how to fix this at least. Thank goodness that was viable. If not, I don't think I really had an answer to that. Oh, that Roboport's not in network anymore, I see. Oop. Alright, so now these are heckin' cooking. They're not fully double dipped because I didn't place down the other one yet. But they're cooking. What the heck? Did I not make a beacon? Did I cancel it? Oh no, I have it in my inventory. I will make another one anyways. When in Rome, do as the beacons do. our power. Wait, that raises a good question. So we are producing way more blue science now, but is it producing it in a way that is conducive to being on the same belt as the chemical science? And I think the answer is yes. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, from 6 really cramped inserters up to 10, and they're all being beaconed, so hopefully that rectifies it. The downside is that it's yet another demand of red circuits on the base. But man, oh man, is it trying. Clearly I have to make more red circuits. Actually, wait, what is this doing now? Oh my gosh, these red circuits are like only being fed by this small setup here. I forgot about this. Maybe I can beacon this. This is out of green circuits. This could never reach green circuits. What did I do here? What is this design? But these just like 2 of these just didn't work ever. They just never have. Actually, this has made thousands of them somehow. I am so lost. I must have changed one thing at one point. I just broke several of these. Unbelievable. Like, this is a dangerous level of spaghetti. This one is feeding in the express splitters. Thankfully, we don't need those in high demand, but yikes. Yikes is all I can really say. Thank goodness this is my Halloween stream. There's some really horrific stuff going on. I thought about maybe doing some horror games or something on stream, but I was like, nah. I don't really feel like it. I didn't really have anything in mind I was gonna play anyways. Especially while I'm not feeling super well. This is why I don't build stuff in Warptorio, only mine. I don't build stuff in Warptorio either, so I feel ya. This is some real heckin' spaghetti though. This is rough. Where are these green circuits going? These green circuits literally go nowhere. I guess they're pulled from this thing, but they go to here and then they stop existing. This was a green circuit setup that I had previously used. I was probably trying to like help out here or something. That is not what is happening anymore. We're going to do is make some more red circuits, because that seems to be what this game turns into after a while, is Red Circuit Simulator. Let's go gambling. Woo! Gamble, gamble. And wouldn't you know, we have a beautiful location right on the seaside to make some more red circuits. Oh, it's beautiful. It'd be yours only if the price is right. The price being an ungodly amount of copper required. Man, do I love substations, though. You know I love the tuba. Shout out to that guy. I hope that guy's still doing reporting and didn't have, like, some horrible scandal. What are we missing on this? Ah, okay, I didn't put the rest of the juice over here.
little belt spaghetti, but we're fixing it. Improving throughput, as they say in the streets. The streets of Factory Town. No, you are on the wrong side of the belt, my dear. You must go on the other side of the belt. Otherwise, everyone will laugh at us. Why are there no red circuits being made? Because the copper is super backed up again! Oh, no, that's like... I was so proud of that when I was making it, and now I'm like ashamed to pretend that it's my design, you know? Really put the fear in me. And the worst part is it's kind of like a horror movie where I know I'm gonna have to face the beast eventually, and oh boy, it's not gonna be a pretty showdown for me. Okay. This is a little bit redundant. That's okay. We are going to weave this upwards. Actually, no, we're going to weave this not upwards. We're going to weave this in a fun way. I've changed my mind. That machine gets it. This should be fine now. I'm overthinking this. As long as the long-handed inserter can grab it, it's fine. You can even compensate with a few extra, but I don't think they're necessary. Alright, that was some real heckin' spaghetti, but I did fit some more red circuits in the middle of the base. And moved the blue science over to there. So now we have blue science actually cooking. Did I break the connection of the engine units? No. We are simply struggling to upkeep with the demand of engine units. I could theoretically make more engine units. I think I am going to instead slap speed modules on it and pretend it's not a problem. Which has worked so well for me so far. And there have been and will be no consequences for this decision that I have made. Probably. Oh my god, our engine units are really suffering. I gotta improve the engine units too. I didn't think about that. Actually, wait, these engine units are just doing nothing, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? I mean, I'm not. Like, it really is just doing nothing, though. It's just going. This one's really unfortunate, but at least we can quickly yoink. Really wish I could use this one too. It would involve moving stuff though. I mean, I could theoretically rescue this one too, and it's not even that hard. It's like a 5-minute adventure, and that's like being generous. Like, this is like a less than 5-minute adventure. This is like basically done already. And it's not even going to be the most cursed thing that I'll probably do in this playthrough, let alone today. John. Multi-purposed engine unit makers. Oh, you love to see it. We're doing science together. This is so cursed. I should just move this stuff. Like, the blue science is the perfect lesson of look how much better it is when you move it somewhere else. Oh my god, we're like out of engine units. To be fair, we have been ripping science apparently. We're almost on boost bonus 7, which is like the big one. We've been ripping. I think that we're gonna just chill for a bit. Because the blue science will back up like such a major amount that I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I think just the fact that we just did like thousands and thousands of science for a while. Can we see, there's no, I guess, production for items. Can we see? Like 17 production science per minute. How about the past 10 minutes? 30 utility science per minute is crazy. I did not expect to be able to upkeep that kind of number. Did we make 1.2 production science per minute? What the heck happened to the production science? Every time I look, another part's breaking. I was gonna go to space. Where is the production science? Oh, that's the one that's really reliant on the circuits, and because I turned that off. Oh, man. I think we all need to face the painful truth that I need to figure out red circuits. And by figure out, I mean just make more of them. I think I have an adequate amount for blue science. But man, it's crazy. And it's because the copper's eating too much of the green circuits. It's so weird. There's nothing in these. I could prod mod these. Might help on the copper demand a little bit. May as well. Does anyone call them prod mods? Was that just like a revolutionary thing I just coined? Really, I feel like there's no reason to not put modules in something if it can receive them. Maybe speed modules on the green ones, though? No, we should do productivity. Especially if we were having trouble with copper before. I think productivity all the way down. It'll make them a little bit slower, but producing the extra ones will be nice. Which will make them faster in the long run, I believe. Yeah. No, it makes them slower overall. Really? Interesting. I kind of thought it would make them faster with the productivity module. I guess productivities are just for saving resources. Well, I could turn these into speed. I mean, I could turn these into speed too, but like... maybe that's the solution, is we speed this side and then prod the other side. I don't know. I have so much science on me, I forgot to put it in the machines. Slower, more bang for buck. Where the heck's the science? There it is. Boom. Eat your heart out. Well, the blue science is like doing a little bit better. Man, we did so good. If we just made it to inserter capacity bonus 7, I wouldn't have even noticed. But yeah, we're a little cooked on the purple science, to put it very lightly. Wait, what? Rails? No, I never plugged the stone back in! Oh, I forgot about that! Ah! Everything is awful, dude. I had no idea. I was living in a world where the stone was all good and great and everything was awesome.
It was not awesome. Yeah, I know, backpack's full. Ugh, fine, I'm gonna just have the bots deal with it. I'm calling the deconstruction now. We're just gonna move it up to here. That should give me enough space, I believe. I'm gonna quickly test and see. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's gonna be a real project, bots. Do your best. Oh, that was one of them base load pairing pulls, huh? It makes sense since it's right next to the power plant. Did I ever set up coal? Oh no, I did not. Well, we're gonna have to start doing coal soon. It's not like the most urgent thing in the universe, but we're certainly running out. We just don't use it that quickly. The stone going in the middle there. Looks like this is pretty easy to set back up. I don't remember exactly how it was, but it should be like basically that stone going at the bottom. Didn't I have like a raw line of stone going too? Oh man, I should have paid more attention to it. Oh wait, did I tell the blueprint? How the heck did that plug in? Which line's the stone line? The bottom one's the stone line for sure. Maybe a little something to that action. Where's the quality? You know, it's around. Just hanging around. I was waiting to work on quality until I got make an upgrade planner really quick. Until I got the next tier of it, because I was thinking about that before too. Not an upgrade planner, they're a deconstruction planner, which I bet you I even have one of. Probably in the book? Maybe not. Great. Oh my god, the bot speed is so fast now. Holy cow. I didn't really get to take into like account of how nice it was. Oh, wait, I know it. No, I don't. I have no idea. I'm guessing that one of my lines just like continued on past, which is what it was. Do not insert big electric pole. Your inventory's full, dum-dum. Look, buddy, I'm trying my best, alright? Kind of rude to call me dumb when I'm just doing my best. Oh, I figured it out. I'm being ultra dumb. There's only 3 lines, period. I thought that we had 3 lines of furnace. We do not, in fact. So this one goes into the base. This one goes into the bottom line. This one goes into the top line. Now everything should be okay. And now I should have freed up the locale for the rest of my improved power that I meant to do forever ago. I should try for a quality nuclear reactor. That's kind of like the big brain thing to do, huh? I would love if we could put that off until we get access to, where's the stone?
Is it just because like I just plugged everything in and it got skrunked, or is my stone mine skrunk and bunked? Alright, it's just because I just plugged everything in, it's skrunked. We're good. I wonder until we got space science to expand, because getting a requester chest would make that kind of stuff a lot more easy. To expand our power if we're going to go for quality ones. Oh, inserter capacity bonus 7. You take so much stuff. Thankfully, with the stone back, the purple science is also starting to work again. The circuits are still really struggling. Interestingly enough, oh my god, look! We made yellow science. It's heckin' fully backed up! The belt is fully saturated with how efficiently we made yellow science. I'm gonna call yellow science a huge W. I'm gonna call red circuits the biggest I've ever done. Hey, what does your mine look like? Which mine? This one? The stone one? The stone one's in a weird spot because it's against a wall. I could probably put bulk inserters here, actually. It's a good point. No, those are all blue. I haven't made like any green ones at all. I should set up automation for green ones and then request those to be upgraded. That's a really good idea. I've never really used bulk inserters before. The only time I've used them is if someone else made them and gave them to me, basically. That is a good idea, though. Unfortunately, making them is technically a demand on our circuits, but not a crazy amount. Maybe I'll just handcraft some for the loading. Guessing we're missing the iron for this. Do we have any gear wheels sitting around somewhere? I do not want them Sam I am. I do not want yellow belts. How's the bug front? I don't know. I made these like walls around the base like 15 hours ago and then set them up with all these like flamethrowers and like I was like good to go. And they haven't attacked yet. However, it looks like our pollution might be starting to irritate bugs for the first time because I don't think any of these have ever like... Okay, no kills, no damage still. I'm thinking the northern wall is going to be the first one to have issues. Southern wall might too. It's been some time since we've had any headache, but now that the factory's running, I could totally see us getting attacked soon. Stop. There we go. Gotta be some better place I'm producing gear wheels. But they're not really being used here, so it's not that bad to steal them. Honestly, I should probably just wait until I get them automated, but I don't really have a good place to fit them in. Happy to see that our science has skyrocketed back up into some usability. Not quite at the max our base can do, but we're making stuff, which is nice. I believe my ratio before had it so that this will be sufficient. I could speed module these. Oh, I should definitely be moduling these, even if it's not speed specifically. Like, I don't think these need speed. I think productivity modules on the more expensive stuff is a really good idea, though. No. No, 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 no. How were you just making red circuits? Wait, what? Oh, you're just ripping a boatload of steel out of it now. That was really inefficient.
I'm quite shocked you were able to do what you just did, but I guess you had the right stuff to... Oh, you were just spitting out all of your stuff. That's what happened. Okay, okay, okay. I really got lost in the sauce there. Okay, modules. Modules, modules, modules. I assume I want productivity here. Oh, we can't use productivity here. That's why it did what it did. Okay. I guess we'll just speed them. What do you use for power? I set up a nuclear power plant here. This is like all my power. There's a place where we can't see there, which is a little bit annoying. I plan on upgrading that at some point. I don't know exactly when. Probably gonna wait until I get space science. I got one in here. That would totally be in the range of that one. That's an interesting way to do it. What's so wait, what's so interesting about it? Did I do it wrong? Is that like that's so interesting, but it's not interesting, it's just wrong? Come on, insert a capacity bonus. I'll let you sleep for a little bit after this base. That'll be like so much science we did. I wasn't sure how one would efficiently do it, so this is what I did. Wait, why is this one off? Apparently one of mine has just been missing a... Oh my god, my base is such a mess. How do I even play this game? I've just been missing out on a steam turbine worth of power this entire time because a single stupid pipe was not there. How? Unbelievable. Don't you lose heat over length of pipe? Maybe. This one's at 900 degrees Celsius, which seems sufficient for it, so it seems like it loses some over the pipe, but like coming out of it is, you know, 1,000, and by the end of this pipe here it's 900 and only needs 500, so it seems okay enough at that point, but it certainly seemed to have lost some heat. Forgot to replace these. That's a 1/10 loss, which is not the end of the world. Maybe it's worse than I'm giving it credit for. Oh, it's so close. Insert capacity was it again. It's doing okay now. Like, the science permit it. The fact that we're struggling and have no buffer, but is still doing fine. The blue science is backed up really well. The yellow science is starting to get chugged through a little bit, but other than that, like... Where the heck's the blue science? Guess it's not that backed up. There it is. It's backed up enough. The base will be able to stockpile a lot of science at this point too, and then it'll be fine for a bit. Yeah, okay, so it looks like my my rails were fine as expected. It's just those pesky red circuits, man. And now we're behind on plastic. Alright, now you got me fooled. How are we behind on plastic? Did we run out of petroleum? We ran out of petroleum. Unbelievable. We ran out of petroleum because we have way too much. Okay, great. I mean, at least that's fixable. I feel like I fix one thing, and then I fix it in such an inefficient way that I have to go back and fix it again 10 seconds later. Watching you play use so many short commands and stuff, the way I play is so bad compared to you. I don't think that that's the case. I mean, I do use a lot of short commands and stuff, I'll give you that, but I don't think it's like a bad versus good type thing. Thankfully, I can hook this up real easy like again. You can delete it all too and just let it build up again.
Yes, I certainly could. It's true. I could just delete it all and let it build up again. That's some pretty good advice. This is the problem I frequently have, where I'll end up having a really big deficit of one of the liquids. Oh my god, we got inserter capacity 7 done. Huge. Okay, so that's all the inserter capacities. We basically just daisy chained all of them consecutively. We did from 4 all the way up to 7, in addition to a bunch of other researches, including a bunch of robot speeds. So now our basic inserters can grab 2 things instead of 1. Which, like, actually, can you see it in real time? I guess not. Because these produce 2 at a time, so now these will drop 2 at a time, which is kind of a cool thing to see. It looks like we're at least processing it in a decent speed now. There's still like a little downside, but now that we're fracking that, we're getting back in business. Which is to say, we're making plastic again, which is good, because we had somehow totally run out of plastic. This being said, are we making enough plastic is a question that I fear I know the answer to, which is no. Did I start making a bunch more plastic up there? I did. Shame I can't tap into that plastic, but it's really just because I don't want to try to fit another one down here. But it'd be really easy to do so, so I'm going to do so. Uh-oh. Oh, I was like, how did I break this? I found it. Wasn't that hard to figure out. I really like how the plastic looks on the belt. It might be one of my favorite things when it looks like this. Got like the little pattern going through. Now we are fully backed up on blue circuits because we very quickly produce a full belt of science, surprisingly quickly. Which means that our red circuits are going to be able to feed the rest of the base, and hopefully the plastic will get around, which it is too. Everything should buffer itself. The thing getting the short end of the stick is this science here, because it gets the circuits way later than everything unless I prioritize it. And if I do prioritize it, then everything else breaks. What I would like to look into is potentially making that fission reactor. 200 processing units, 4 uranium fuel cells, 5 LDS. Very easy to do. Let's go try to make that now, and we'll replace the portable solar panels inside of our suit. I don't know if this is the kind of thing you need multiple of or not. Very surprised I could put that back in. I guess we'll make 2 of them. Maybe 2 of them's overkill, though. Alright, we need 50 LDS, which we have on us, but we're going to need a little bit more than that. We're going to need 200 processing units, so we're going to need 400 if we're going to make 2 of them. This is why your roommate hates how I play Factorio. It's true. I kind of get it. Oh, am I a pirate? What's happening? The engine units are not keeping up. I don't know why I turned into a pirate there for a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna slam down these bad boys. We're going to make a fission reactor in it. We're going to put some quality in it. We have to go grab a little bit more. Hopefully we get it. We probably won't. The odds are certainly not in our favor. What is it? A
2.6% chance, so it's unlikely to put it lightly. That's okay. Looks like no luck on the first one. I have spoilage. I'm guessing from fish. I hope it's from fish. I haven't been to Gleba yet, so if it's not from fish, I'm very confused. I need to turn on the blue circuits again, or the modules. That's what I'm looking for. Never lucky, but that's okay. Can we make better armor yet? I'm guessing no. The power armor, that's hacking good enough. So let us remove those. Those are decking thick. Holy moly. Maybe I do only use one for now. Moving batteries is like so feels bad because they immediately lose all their charge when you do. So what does this produce? This produced 30 kilowatts. This is 750 kilowatts. So that's notably better than 20 solar panels and without the caveat of needing the sun. I guess one is fine for now. We can just stick 2 more batteries in there. Any other researchers we want right off the bat? Let's rip personal battery mark II. May as well while we're doing upgrades for our suits. I'm guessing military has the power armor upgrade, or is it that's locked behind another planet? It is military and then power armor. The heck is a fusion reactor? I don't even want to think about whatever the heck that is. That's a little highbrow for me. Our copper cables are getting really stressed now because we needed to fill up this box again. I didn't know you could put things on your bar from your blueprint book. That's cool. Our SPM's kind of cooking though. Getting up there to that 100 almost. I think it's gonna finish before it gets a chance to say 100 though. Oh, it's so close. Huge. I gotta post that in the group chat. They don't need to know that my factory can't sustain this. That'll be our secret. I think we should make a buffer of purple science, as it gets completely annihilated when we start doing science-related activities. And this may rectify the issue that has presented itself if we have like a few hundred stored in here. Ooh, that doesn't actually work. Wow, that's rather annoying. This suffices, it's just not as pretty as it could be. Wait a minute, this doesn't suffice at all. If it ain't fixed, don't break it, you know? We'll put a filter on for purple boyos. These are on the same balance, the reason it wasn't working. There we go. Should solve the problem altogether. We are going to need a coal patch soon. We have a big one within our walls or no? Kind of. That's very dense, 4.5 million. We don't need coal that intently either. Can always hook in that one. That's gonna make the biters angrier. Anything in the middle of our base is gonna be better, I think. This is gonna be another science that kind of kunks our base for a little bit, but it's okay. Dang, look at that. That's pretty cool. Look how far we've come, and it's still caked out of its mind too. Looks like it's got a cool like dragon wing now. One must imagine your base has a cool heckin' dragon. I'm shocked that our petroleum demand shot up so high. I guess it's because of the plastic up here, but it's just so strange to me. By the way, our plastic has been fixed, at least for now. The blue circuits are backing up again, which means they can focus on the rest of things. Oh, goodness, I just realized that something went terribly wrong. Look at that. How long has that been like that? We just haven't been making yellow signs. How does this keep happening? We were making yellow signs for so long. This shouldn't even be possible. The belt was backed all the way up. No wonder our blue circuits were looking so good. We were led, we were living a false life. There was a false prophet leading us to astray. Damn. Cold world, as they say. Cold world. I think I want to get rid of this extra one. It's not doing anything now anyways. We'll just release the productivity modules back into nature. Let them go be free and become purple science like they're destined to be. Man, I just can't believe how many red circuit machines we need. I think what we're gonna do next time is make a whole new red circuit thing. Maybe copy this entire thing, like this section, and then just like paste it right above it, or at least like to the side or something. That also might necessitate. I mean, our belts seem to be fine actually. Like these are actually like some of these don't even output. Maybe they do output, but they fill up on occasion. Maybe I can more efficiently do this? No, not really. I could add more of them. Maybe we add a few more? One more? You don't think that that would be the solution? It would just be more of these, right? It couldn't be that simple. There's no chance it would be that simple. It just doesn't seem right to me that it could be so primitive, you know? The solution is never just add more and then it fixes itself. How could that even be? Oh, you know what? We can save a lot of power here. We should only need one of these now because they're pulling out two at once. Honestly, I sometimes scare myself with how genius I am. Miko hitting the, if I need more of something, I should make it so that I get more of it, and then going, gosh, I'm so smart. No one has ever thought about this before. I mean, it still doesn't really make it past the... Oh no, it's making it through now. Honestly, maybe that solved my problem. Call me crazy. Call me a revolutionary. Call me whatever you want to call me. But I think making more of the thing we didn't have enough of may have solved a chunk of my issue. I know. I know. You're thinking, did I go to school to become such a good problem solver? And frankly, no. I was born this way. I did make it through school, mind you. But this was just a gift. This is just something that you gotta be born with. Unlike Power Armor Mark II, which is not something you have to be born with. You have to unfortunately get through years of vigorous training. Speaking of, let's make some Power Armor Mark II so we can use our other thingy. So what do we need for this? Speed mods, efficiency modules. Let's throw these in. LDS, electric engine unit, more processing units, which is going to hurt a little bit, but it's only 60 this time. Return them to whence they came. What am I looking for? We can throw those in there. Oh, cool. There's just a button to automatically do that, right? I knew that at one point. We need some speed modules as well. Those are notably shorter supply, so we probably will have to craft some. But red circuits are also in quite low supply. How many did we need for it? 100. Have you lost the plot there? You seriously expect me to get 100 of those? Wow. We really are living in some kind of society. I'll make a request for them, so hopefully they'll trickle in. I mean, they literally will trickle in just with some time. Forgot to grab the green ones while I was over there. Honestly, all clowning aside, the base is like... it's working. You know, it's doing stuff. I do think the extra copper makers were like it, though. I think that was what we needed. Or the extra wire makers. It's a shame, I don't think... I could fit like one more here, but I could move this all up. I could just make like 40 more of these. It does seem to have helped the dream a lot, though. It's crazy when these become all hungry hippo, though. Negative chill. Gosh, I feel like I've shaved like many years off my life whenever I talk like that. I feel so hip and with it. Rather than like I'm about to break a hip, you know? Alright, it's just these speed modules, so I guess I'll slurp some red circuits, which will have no downside. Oh wait, there's no red circuits to slurp. There are technically some backup red circuits though, so I could be grabbing those, which is certainly not going to make the base very happy, but it's going to make me pretty happy, so let's just go for that. I think the base needs to take a little bit of time and think about, like, me for a minute, you know? That's so crazy. There's gotta be some better way for me to do this. Alright, I'm gonna try something wacky and wild, and maybe like a little bit too wacky. What if I do it like this?
right? And it goes down. Because like we all float down here, right? I identify that that's the case. And then a little of that action, maybe? I'm trying to make it so there's like as little like of these not working at once as possible. And yet we have a crap load of them just sitting there. I wonder if it'd be better if I moved the lubricant and just had like 2 belts. I feel like I did something like this before and it did not really help the dream. I don't know. It's really hard to figure out for me. Having multiple belts would have certainly been a better idea. Although this seems to have made a difference. Because like this belt is like basically fully saturated on its own. And then when it starts to like piddle through a little bit, that's when this one kind of starts up. There's probably some math to make this like make full sense. But if nothing else, these are all like a lot more active than they were before. So maybe this was a good thing. Being that we have a demand for blue circuits right now and it's being fed while red circuits are being made leads me to believe that this kind of works. But it's hard to tell with the spaghetti monster I made. Let me check about what's going on tonight for dinner, what my roommate wants to do. Oh, I got a sec to breathe. How is it that our plastic has broken again? We're not producing enough because we're capped on it. How is it? But I thought I fixed this problem. Maybe the demand just went up and that's the real issue. Oh, I forgot I was making those. Whoops. How about we make those a little later? Or maybe never. Alright, chemical plants. We are going to make 2 more of these, but I only made 1 of them, and now we are making 2 more. Is this in Roboport range? There is one here. Slam a substation here. Get stuck on piping. Ooh, my design makes it so that they can't actually be adjacent. Means I can do 1 more of these. Which is quite the flaw that I've discovered. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch these over to Speed Boyos. At least 2 of them. Why? Because I said so. And you can't stop me. I mean, you might be able to stop me, but I'm hoping that that offsets it a little bit more. I am so confused. I am less confused, more disappointed. Catch me turn off the entire factory. Yeah, let's see how quick it dumps. Oh yeah, that should be better then. Is he dump instantly now? Maybe it's not instant. It's not instant, but it's pretty quick. We're using lubricant at a pretty decent pace. Which is a nice treat as well. This is what I had started with before. I had 4 of these and I think I took them all down. All right, I was doing this. I was like, what was I doing? It's so easy to get lost in the sauce while playing this game. Finished my Masterwork Melee set? Congratulations. And thank you. Time to go do a bunch of Slayer. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna clean out my inventory a little bit. I kind of want to hold on to the boiler and the heat pipes. And poor purple science. More like archaeology so I can augment it, right? What you need from archaeology for? I thought you had ancient invention. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I hate it. I don't want to be tired, but I am so tired. I feel like the plastic still looks slow. Is something wrong here? We're not producing enough petroleum. Okay. Well, guess we'll take the efficiency off those and scale these up too and see if that helps. Still not nearly enough. At least these are running full time now, but definitely need more. You backed up on oil? Well, no. I was backed up on light oil, but I fixed that part. I'm backed up on nothing. Oh, what a banger. I would like to move my oil without destroying these tanks. Need some iron for that. Ba 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 ba. Like base oil, do you have enough? Yeah. The refineries aren't struggling or nothing. Always capped. I have a whole extra oil thing I haven't even plugged in yet, but the refineries are always running at max capacity. You could use booster on them with speed module. Oh, the beacons? I didn't know that. That's a cool idea. My only concern about that is that it's going to make the other stuff fill up quickly too. So while it will definitely help, at least slightly concerned that that will be potentially negative. Yeah, I'm going to pump all the oil I can to these. Once I have a few more of these, I'm totally going to do that, though. I just want to make sure that we can make enough petroleum and not too much of everything else, too. I should really have a request for pipes. I know I've said that like 4 or 5 times today, which is like a real heckin' sign of some noobatry going on. I don't think we're gonna be able to zero this out feasibly, but we should be able to get pretty close. Okay, that's gonna be as good as it's gonna get. So now I'm gonna unplug these. And now those are feeding into the storage over here. So we have a little bit more space to replicate this design a few more times. Looks like twice more is the limit with this storage. Definitely gonna be more careful doing my piping in the future for this kind of stuff. Live and learn. Okay, so now we have a bigger storage tank for light oil, albeit, you know, it's not like the thing that'll save us from everything. I'm hoping that with this setup, we will now rip through light oil. Ideally, I have enough petroleum gas as well. It does appear to be slowly going up. Maybe, maybe not. These still have a shortage. Well, we'll go back to what we were saying before and we'll see if we can set up some beacons. Although I don't think we have the supplies for beacons. We do have the supplies for some beacons. I'll need quite a few. Well, our circuits are starting to look a lot healthier now too, which is to be expected. With enough time, it'll kind of fix itself. Beacons are heckin' OP. How's our power looking? Pretty stable at the moment. Just one of those, or maybe now that everything's flowing properly, is enough to get us on the right track. My fear is that we end up getting out too far ahead and back up on something. Again, but... Oh yeah, the plastic's looking a lot better now. And now the red circuits are healing. Blue circuits are almost fully backed up. Purple science still looks like absolute garbage. Everything is right in the world. Oh, we're buffering purple science, so that'll be our secret for that. My throat is starting to hurt pretty bad, so I think what I'm gonna do is finish up this power armor, Mark II, get our stuff swapped over into it, and then probably call GG's on the stream. Pizza Fridays. I do love me some pizza. We need 12 more of these. Gonna slurp just a little bit more. I'm sorry, factory. Bear with me for a little bit longer. Alright, once these are done, we'll see if we roll the good power armor or not. I'm guessing the answer will be no. I wish you could beacon quality, that'd be cool. But alas. Check Discorderoni. I am checking Discorderoni. Alright, moment of truth time. Oh, 6 more to go. I got a little ahead of myself. Did you ever check out Gridman mode at all, T? Or not really? Two more. I should have just requested the last one, but I was stubborn. All right. Like 7 seconds, we'll find out. Not even a bit of it. I really enjoyed it. I hope they do another one. Alright, good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Big money, no whammies, no whammies. Hit us with that sweet, sweet 2.6% dream. Imagine this pops out as blue, though. Oh, it would have so much internal space for the equipment grid. Please, I don't ask for much, but I am asking for this. You suck. Alright, I didn't expect it to pan out, but it would have been heckin' cool if it did. Alright, let's upgrade our armor now, which also means we want to trash the power armor. Armor Mark II is going to be... Alright, great. I was reading that. We're going from a 6x8 to a 10x10. Holy moly. Looks like we can fit both of our fission reactors. I don't know if we need 2 fission reactors, but I mean, it means we can probably fit more things in there. How do you make the fancy schmancy batteries? Some processing units, LDS, and personal batteries. Are they 10 times the capacity? No, they're not. They're 5 times the capacity, but take 10 of them. Strange. I do kind of have Mondo battery on me right now, though. We may as well upgrade. I can't believe how heckin' slow red circuits are. That's like the worst thing. Green circuits are at least like semi-quick. Red circuits just blow. They're so slow. Sorry for lashing out at red circuits for any red circuit appreciators, by the way. They're just so slow. If they were like quicker, the life of me would be so fine. You have no idea. Throw some quality modules into here. I'm sure none of these will be quality, but it'll make me feel better if I try for it anyways. Let me pick up enough so that we can make 3 of these batteries, I guess. Honestly, we should go for 4. Where the heck the batteries at? I know I'm making them somewhere. I just can't remember where. They gotta be at the top, right? Yeah, they're at the top. Oh my god, I have so many batteries on me. It's steel I'm struggling with. Alright, so we have... How many of these do we have on us? We have 4. Making 14. We want 4 more. Wait, how many of these? The only one. My math was really bad there. So now we're making enough for 2 more batteries, which means I want to make 10 more. Perfect. So now we'll have enough for 4 personal battery Mark IIs. Oh wow, it's not fancy. Go figure. I should go make a bunch more exoskeletons so I can zoom around everywhere. They're pretty cheap to make too, surprisingly cheap to make. Exo, let's go. Giddy up. Exo Pog. I don't really know how many I would need though. The base function's really good when I'm not doing science. Oh no, I forgot to put quality in it. Nuts, that's gonna be normal. Oh well. Can I cancel it? Yeah, it saves the heck out of it. Huge. Honestly, I should just borrow these quality modules. May as well give us the best chance possible. Look at my quality modules. Surely one of these things is going to hit quality eventually, right? Cut to the meme of me digging dirt, trying to reach the uncommon exoskeleton behind the wall, but stopping right before I hit it. That's how I feel about it too, exoskeleton legs. You actually got it figured out. Oh, we kind of knew him a little bit now, though. I'm guessing 2 of these fission reactors is going to be plenty. These consume, wow, those consume 200 each. That's actually a pretty significant amount of consumption. So those are 800, so 4 of those is like more than 1 fission reactor. Thankfully, 2 will be more than excessive. Oh my god, we hit an uncommon battery. Oh my goodness. Haters will say it's fake. Believers will say, man, that is sure an efficient way to store 130 megajoules of power. If you know, you know. Alright, we'll make the last battery and then we're wrapping up stream. If it's uncommon, then I'm gonna wish you all a happy Halloween. If it's rare, you don't even want to know what's gonna happen. If it's common, the stream ends. And I won't wish you a happy Halloween. So you have about a 1 in... What, a 1 in 50 chance? I guess a 1 in 40 chance. For a happy Halloween. But just in case, I'm going to say it ahead of time. This is separate. This is disconnected from the odds of the other one. I hope you have a nice Halloween. Not necessarily a happy one, but I hope it's nice. Now you will see if you've earned your happy Halloween or not. Good luck. I know this is a lot on the line for you. Oh, yikes. Well, I hope your Halloween is nice at least. Hope it's joyous. Have a merry Halloween. Yikes. Where are we at in playtime now? We're up to 28 hours and we have finished Yellow Science. We're still struggling with that horrible, horrible red circuit problem that has just been rearing its ugly head for so long for us. I really hope that we have a nice solution to it one day because goodness, we are really struggling. I don't know exactly how to rectify it. I really don't. I'm struggling to figure out the solution. I think it's just copy our build and make it again. I think that the build itself is like fine. Ooh. Sorry, I just immediately broke everything that I thought was dear and precious, and it was a really horrifying experience. I have since fixed that issue, but that was real heckin' spooky. I don't even know what the heck I was doing here anymore. This is probably red circuits coming through here if I were to take a guess at it. Fine. I guess you have a Halloween that's like good-ish. Good enough. Where are these robot frames going, you think? Did they have a home? Were they needed for something? Why do they come down here? Was that part of anything? Because these don't use robot frames, neither do these. Weird, alright. I guess that was just an extra belt from long ago when we were doing something else. What in the heck is going on? Alright, whatever. We belt weaved it. It's fixed. Purple Science is still buffering as well. Ooh, it's almost buffered up to 800, which is nice. Alright, we're done. No more delaying. We'll have to figure out how to fix our circuits later. Next thing we're going to do is upgrade our power. Because while it's not necessary this exact second, I'd like to get it done sooner than later. Anyways, we moved everything for it, so we will expand our nuclear reactor setup. And then we will work on going to space. We'll have to set up a coal mine somewhere as well. This one looks kind of nice, the 4.5 million, because the coal in our base is very, very small. And we are running out of coal more and more by the minute, because we're actually starting to use it. The bugs still haven't attacked yet. I was pretty sure we'd get attacked by that one, but still 0 damage dealt. But our pollution cloud is getting massive compared to where it was at the start, so... Well, that's a fun little sesh. Thanks so much for hanging around. Hopefully you had fun. I had fun as well. Have a nice Halloween, have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.